From the presidential election to the amendments, there is a chance you may not like the results, right? Well, Colette is with us here this morning to help. She's a licensed marriage and family therapist, also a relationship expert. We need all of the above to get through the day today. Colette.
Good to see you, dear.
Good to see you.
Listen, and I think this goes back to, making politics your identity, right? And I think, sadly, we are living in a world where for a lot of people, it has become their identity. Yeah. And they forget that there's a whole other world out there besides politics, right?
Yes, it's become pretty consuming. And when we have social media, news, people talking about this constantly, the brain's a sponge. So having all of this distressing information getting into your head 24/7 can really make you feel worse, especially since we know at least half the country, roughly, is going to be disappointed when these election results are in. So people really have to prioritize self-care and their mental health right now.
What do you recommend to people that have those families? Because even liking a post can fracture a relationship or commenting on something. What would your advice be to them?
Yeah, balance. You've got to be true to yourself with the consequences of what you do. This might not be the best week to get into a debate with a loved one, right? If you don't see eye to eye. And I really think you've got to just take care of yourself and focus on doing things that bring relaxation and promote well-being. Get outdoors, get some exercise, do some meditation, deep breathing, and spend time with close friends and family who lift you up and make you feel heard. As much as you can limit the absorption of all this, because we're going to be living in some uncertainty, it seems, for a while. I'm hearing that the election results may not be in immediately. I don't know exactly when that'll happen.
Depends how close it is, yeah.
Right. But uncertainty is very stressful for the human body.
So what is it then about this election cycle that is so different than others? Because this is the first time we've really had to have a discussion like this about, I'm sad that my person didn't win.
I don't know. 2016. I feel like we've been in this cycle for a while.
Bush and Gore. I feel like we've been doing this a long time.
I personally did. Hanging Chads, I covered that. I didn't feel that, right?
Yeah, not to the level of today.
Not to the level of today. And I guess that's what my question is. Yes, you do feel a little disappointment. But I feel like even talking to my neighbors and people that I know, there is just like this angst that it's hard to describe.
Yeah, so in 2016, I saw all of these people in my office even with suicidal ideation over the election. And that was the first I had encountered that. There are people who are really deeply stressed. In fact, the American Psychiatric Association just did a poll and showed that more than 73% of Americans are deeply stressed about this election. And I don't know if it's that politics have just gotten so identity-based, divisive, right? It feels like we're all sort of pitted against one another, which is very sad. It shouldn't be that way. And I think it's really sad that we're at a point that an election is compromising potentially people's mental health. Right, that just shouldn't be the case. So I think this week people really need to take time for themselves and step away from all of this as much as they can so they can take care of themselves.
I think it's great advice. Colette Fair, we always love having you. Licensed marriage and family therapist. Thank you so much
for
taking
for
the
having
time
me.
to talk to us about years. We might need to have you back tomorrow and Thursday and Friday.
A little daily mental health check-in.
Especially if there is no winner tonight. You'll be back. Thank you so much, Colette. We appreciate you.